Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a brief message on the Aries Eclipse. It's activating gate 3. All right. This is your AstroShaman, Pernell. We are generating an economy of harmony, leveraging human design and genetic astrology. I'd love to talk to you about some of the genes happening and this transformation. 29 degrees is always something karmic. Now, this is something karmic in our actual genetic evolution. To explain that, I need to help you understand the shadow frequency of gate 3 in human design on this Aries eclipse, which is Aries kind of moving into Taurus. All right, 29 degrees, it's gate 3, it's chaos. Now, chaos is, and it's like primordial understanding, exactly that, instinctive, at the beginning. At the beginning. We know Aries is the one separating from God, or Pisces. This Pisces in this instance would be this primordial space. It would be like this birthing canal. And Aries is like at the beginning of coming into conception. Now, this is chaos. I want you to see chaos like this rather than everything's disorderly and like out of control. So when I speak to dark feminine and chaotic energy, this is also what I'm speaking. At the beginning, it's the womb. The matrix is the womb. And so it's like at the beginning. We are all of these, we evolved with these single cell organisms, right? Where if you look at like Darwinism and all these other genetic or evolutionary astrologies from that we're still operating today, we're beginning to realize how limiting they are, because there's a lot of it saying, look, we're in competition. Our own cells within my own human body are competing with itself rather than cooperating with itself. And essentially, this is what this new moon, this solar eclipse where the sun is blocked out and the moon is in front, is going down at 29 degrees. 29 is Leo, okay? So we're talking tribe, we're talking family. My tribe is meeting tomorrow. Hit the thumbs up. I'll see the tribe tomorrow. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but every Sunday we meet. Nope, I'm lying, not every Sunday, every other Sunday. So tribe in this instance, Leo, is saying, how can you be generous and, you know, from the heart space, play innocently together, okay? How can you innovate as an individual and contribute that individual innovation to the group? Now, this is happening again at a cellular level. So what I'm saying is Aries is the head, but we're beginning to take our consciousness and our intellectual processing from the head, where down into where the solar plexus sits, or the emotional center, okay? Where this becomes this filtering system. So the chaos is the beginning of us no longer taking logic from the cranium and bringing it into the solar plexus system, okay? Back to Pisces frequencies, Aquarian frequencies. And when we do this, here's what's magical, okay? We begin to innovate again as a single cell organism, but separate from the nucleus. And so what this means is, instead of it operating within the nucleus, it's kind of like, this is with a competition, because it's like, look, there's not enough space for the both of us. But it's just a lie. It's something that, you know, science did in order to control the narrative and not allow us to play in our innocence, to innovate for ourselves, and to stay in this modern understanding of chaos, meaning disorder and everywhere, rather than the root word, which is at the beginning, okay? Even I Ching itself, the whole system that, you know, human design and Gene Keys is linked off of, is the book of changes. So this whole thing, this is a mutative gate. I actually have gate 3 and 60. So I have the pressure from the root pushing through to the sacral, which is where our creative childlike energy is at. All of this is about play and childlike energy, where this eclipse is there's this latent DNA. What this eclipse does is, with the sun blocked out and the moon, it's taken from our subconscious program. It's taken from our membranes deep within, okay? Moon, Cancer, at a deep level, all right? A hidden level. 4th house, or Cancer, is private spaces. At a private space within our genome, it is this gene sequence is essentially waiting for us to stop being so serious, literally to stop being so stubborn and so stern and so like, I gotta do blah blah blah. And it's like, it's bringing us to a new beginning where we're not thinking anymore and we're feeling what it feels like to have fun. The best example I have of this, and this is what this new moon, this solar eclipse is doing for us, is like, I have a cat, and I got the cat when he was like 2 months old. And he just has this overall never ending curiosity to play. And no matter how I change the house, I feng shui this thing, move plants around, yada, 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 he finds a way to influence his environment while his environment continuously influences him. And he's not attached to any of that. And that's the key behind this. If you take that theory, it's not just him moving and tearing other things up that's around the house or the home and the environment he's in. It's the environment as we, as parents, change things so he doesn't destroy blah, blah, blah. Now his environment has changed, and ultimately it is indicating and changing him. And he then has to, as a single cell organism within a home family unit, okay, Cancer, moon, within a home family unit, he's now changing everything else because he, as an individual, needs to innovate this new beginning, or what is considered chaos, the shadow frequency. All right. So what I'm saying is globally, we're all going through this shadow frequency of we're at the beginning. And what happens with Aries energy is we like to rush, right? We feel something coming, we don't know what it is, and we like to rush and advance before it's ready. And you can't rush this process. You can't rush the collective genetic evolution of all humans. And this is 29 degrees, so this is preordained, okay? 0 degrees where the new moon started in Aries earlier, a couple weeks ago before the full moon in Libra, and 29 degrees where it's ending in Aries, right? The sun is at 29 and the moon is at 29 degrees. This is a climactic and karmic event where you know, what has made us so serious because our mind needs something to focus on. We're remembering what it means to play. I begin to create art and not worry about what else I need to do today, right? I've been asking my members, I'm like, yo, like, well, what does your inner child need? And they're like, yo, I used to love screaming and staring at the stars and, you know, hugging trees as I hide from monsters. And it's like all of this, it's the center of our universe. When we're children, whatever we're playing with becomes the center of our universe. And so when I watch my cat, I notice the same thing. Everything outside of him begins to just not exist. It's the center of the universe. And thank you. And what we're really beginning to notice now is the center of our universe is not us as humans. Humanity is not the center of the universe. We are a part of the universe. And it's part of that thinking that I am more important than anything else, or any one human, or all of humanity thinking they're more important than any one thing. It's what has essentially got us trapped in the mind and not. So my point is, when we leave this cranial space, when we leave the mind, this Aries full moon, this eclipse, it's saying now, with this gate 3 human design gene keys, now we're moving the mind to closer to the gut. And we know that the gut is that brain that is, you know, smarter than the penis brain, smarter than the mental brain. It's the gut. It's closer to the sacral. So we're going to learn how to play forever. And this is when we embrace our innocence. And our innocence is the same innocence that nature provides for us. Nature is innocent, okay? And when we realize that nature is innocent, we realize that animals are innocent. We realize that animals are innocent. We realize that the food is innocent. We realize the food is innocent. We realize that essentially we as humans are innocent. And when we get to innocence, we begin to essentially be able to be a single cell organism, a person, one person who can be unique and individual and not compete with another unique and individual person, and essentially cooperate. And this is what's happening at a cellular level. All of our cells are cooperating simultaneously. And that's what the 29 degrees or 5th house, aka Leo energy, is saying. Like, we're all going to be a real tribe. We're not going to keep talking about it, and we're going to realize that we can be individuals and a part of the tribe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I actually have a one-on-one reading I'm doing with a 13-year-old kid. How amazing is that? An innocent mind right now, so I gotta go. Hit the thumbs up, hit the likes button. This is my Aries Eclipse new moon video. This is the transformation at a genetic level that we're going through. This is your AstroShaman Pernell Bobby, and we are generating an economy, okay, of harmony, ladies and gentlemen. All these cells in harmony, leveraging human design and genetic astrology. I love you. Ciao. Hit the thumbs up. Birthday revelations.